Hello, people of the internet. I am Amanda, and this is the Roll of the Valkyries podcast. We had a problem with our audio last week, which is now resolved. And this episode was originally an hour and a half long, and this part is just going to be the setup. There's another episode that'll also be released today that'll have the actual campaign. Please remember that we're recording this next Saturday, October 29th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Twitch channel, Roll of the Valkyries. So there won't be another episode coming out this week, so I've sent both of them currently today. In the future, I hope to record enough that we get 4 parts out of each episode instead of 3. We're still learning. We did a lot of eating and talking over each other in this episode. Sorry about that. I really hope we learn to do better. We'll try to get quiet about rolling dice and fidgeting too. Remember to follow us on Twitter at RotV Valkyries for more information or through our website, alittlesquirrely.com. And now I present to you Season 1, Episode 0.1, More Setup.
Welcome back to RotV, guys. Am I talking?
Yes,
Just
you're
making
talking.
sure. Welcome back to RotV, guys. I'm Rachel. I'm your driver, Casey. We got our angel over here, Mama, also known as Mona, as she's a younger child. We've got our battle babe, Crimson Snow, over there in the corner, played by Dawn. Over to our MC, Amanda. Let the dice roll.
Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome.
All right, so this is going to be our first official session. So the first thing we have to do is we're all going to spend 1 barter. Because this is what you used up, and 1 barter is like a month's worth of survival. So we're going to start out, and this is already accounted for, so Dawn's going to be down another 1.
I thought we were restarting everything.
Nope, we're just going to keep on rolling.
I don't want to give away another one.
You That's how you live.
I refuse.
There's an option.
There is a refuse option.
I will refuse.
All right, let's see. Where's the beginning of session?
I already gave one. Now I need to keep mine.
I started with 2. Like,
I don't know where the beginning of session page is.
It can't be that bad.
I think it says you're in desperate need of food and water, and you will slowly starve throughout the session. However, your friends can also choose to pay one for you.
Not happening.
Can I
Survival
make
of the
them?
fittest.
No. Or you can be severely indebted to a non-playable character who will pay it for you.
Phew.
Marty?
I feel like that would be it for you. That would be like the biggest.
You always own Marty.
The dude that you're supposed to be a slave for. Ask for
Are
more
you sure you don't want to
favors.
pay the food?
You should probably pay the food.
I'm sure.
I highly recommend.
Now I have to
paying
find the
food.
rules.
I feel like we should do something with Marty so he goes after Rachel.
Marty's mine. More
That's kind of
love.
weird.
Okay, I'll just.
Now
give
it's
one.
getting much weirder. In the future, she loves Marty.
Absolutely not.
Even if she wants to change his diaper, he's 80 years old.
Hey, we all gotta make our Playboy Bunny debut somewhere.
As Rachel likes to say.
And also because it's much later, my character is going to be very, very different from when they were a child for reasons.
That's cool.
I'll just barter.
This awkward silence is brought to you by
Are you
Amanda
paying or
Cosmo.
not?
She's paying.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
All right.
We'll give you, but just as a heads up, she could decide to not pay at any time.
That is Dawn's way of doing things. She's like, I'd rather starve this month.
I have plenty of room to
Well,
start.
I mean, daddy issues. She's gotta use what she's got. So, it makes sense. Anorexia is not too far out of the question for a battle babe. So anyway, why don't we get this session rolling?
Rachel. All right. So we are now in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So
You mean the present day?
Sure. The
Present day for our characters.
present day for the character.
2066, that's where we are. 50 years after the asteroids
50?
attacked.
Yeah. So
A needle pulling thread. What do you want?
what's the problem now?
why are we either staying or leaving or?
Can we do like a intermediate? Like we aren't present day yet. We could do like a we all split up as like adults,
As teenagers?
Sure. Because I think that would be fun to like each go our separate ways, get our own skills. Like we don't have to be a trio from the start.
Well, it's a lot more complex, and this is a pretty harsh system if you want to.
Okay, then we could say that we split up as teenagers and that
Sure.
we're all reuniting, or we all happen upon each other
Yeah,
somehow.
all
We
right.
all come back to our old
All right.
hometown of Cleveland.
What brings you back to your hometown?
I had to leave in a rush, so I did not get to finish.
It was the sheet metal.
Marty ran me out. No, but
At 8 years old.
no, as a teenager, yeah, as a teenager, I was being rebellious and I no longer wanted to work in the shop, so I ran away, did my own thing, but now I'm ready to come back and claim the car that me and my father were working on.
Ah.
Okay, cool. So I think I left because I wanted to see what else was out there. Are there any other communities, like how they're doing, and try to learn from them, and gain some experience outside of our little network of people. And I came back because of my younger sibling.
All right. And Dawn, what brings you back to this town?
She never
Or
left.
did you stay the entire time?
I left to try and find my father,
Ah.
and I never did.
Okay.
So
That mystery quickly solved. I tried to find him. I gave up. I came back home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I decided that I lost all clues to find him, so I decided to come back and protect everyone.
All right. So,
I should probably give my younger sibling a name.
boy or girl?
Girl.
You guys are running short on men at this point.
Wait.
Sorry.
Okay, it's gonna be a younger brother. His
All
name's
right.
gonna be Chris.
Gris?
How boring.
Like gristle?
Fine. Take something else. Maybe a carrot or
All right.
something.
Take a piece of paper.
Stu.
How
His
about-
name's gonna be Stu.
How about Garrett?
No, it's gonna be Stu.
Paper.
It's funny because
And
we're
this is going to
close.
be your
Because he can
one
never
bond with
eat
someone
stew.
else. They've done you one huge favor. And there's some task that you have to do with them.
Okay,
or...
we should probably choose like a three-way system so we're not like both choosing Alyssa or both choosing Dawn or something.
I could be the center of attention. That's fine. Wait, so this is a tie between someone else?
Yes.
Like in our group.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
maybe,
Okay, well I'll connect with Dawn. We could be like. No wait, Dawn lost her father. I have my father.
I'd like to connect with you because I can't really drive cars all that much, and if I'm gonna go out and like explore the communities, I need at least some sort of transportation.
Okay.
So I think you were either probably my ride out and my ride back.
I'm your ride or die. All right, that means I should connect with Dawn and Dawn should connect with you then.
Yeah. Or.
so she would owe you for that.
Mhm.
So you're going to owe Dawn and Dawn's going to owe Alyssa? Is that how we're doing?
Alyssa because I have no family.
So
And
she
she's-
took you
yeah,
in?
I kinda
Oh.
took you in. Now that makes sense. Aw.
And I own. Oh.
I own you.
Sorry, I'm used to talking to Marty. I owe Dawn because I have no soft side and she has the more feminine and like. Let's not
Talking to people
let's-
without like threatening. to
let's
beat
not
them.
murder people. Let's talk with them. So you taught me how to be emotionally stable.
Does it matter that these two things I did ice cold and merciless?
They're just names of moves. I mean, they don't like define your character.
Okay, good. I was like, I don't know if that'll work, but that works.
But I mean the fact
Maybe
that
you can
you're-
pretend really well.
the fact that you're basically a whore.
No, that's a different character, Rachel.
Sorry.
But actually,
The Skinner.
yeah.
Appropriately named.
This could be like you're really tough on enemies, but you know you still have a soft side for people close to
Like
Okay.
squirrels.
Like in real life.
Sure.
Squirrels.
I have a soft spot for squirrels.
She does. We named a whole podcast blog about it.
A little
That was all
squirrely.
Dawn. A little squirrely.com.
You liked it too.
Yes. What was our other one that I really liked too? I don't remember. Such a long time ago.
Do you
We
not do
spent
it
an
anymore?
hour and we ended
Yeah.
up using one of our first ideas.
Yeah, Dawn made nonsense names, and then we made like some real names, and we went back. Just like Roll of the Valkyries was a joke Alex made, and I was like, and
I
finally I
think that
came to
works.
Valkyrie cast. Well, I was just trying to find out because
I prefer the Valkyrie cast too. but
I
that's
like
okay.
Roll of the Valkyrie because RotV.
that's how Rachel makes
Audience?
decisions.
What do you think?
We put up a poll.
We could put up a poll. RotV, guys. RotV. That's
That Rachel
ROTV. Roll of the Valkyries, not Valkyrie cast. Sounds like a forecast. Thanks, love you all. So do we all have our favors?
Our favors.
Yes. Let the dice roll.
What are we supposed to be writing?
I just wrote basically.
I think there is something
from
up with
me
our
to
audio.
her. Like she gave me a ride and stuff to and from the complex during my teenage years, so I owe her.
And I put bond with Crimson. She taught me compassion and emotional stability. Except I didn't put the
Oh, that was weird.
annul. Yeah.
That was really weird. I'm looking at our desktop audio is saying. Did it again.
I did it.
What's up?
Well, see, it's maxing out for some reason. And then it's quiet again, and then it's. Hello? But see how this bar
It
is
says
like.
delay audio.
Desktop.
Oh, desktop. Okay, I can't really read it from here. It's super tiny. Is that buzzing sound that you were hearing? So should
But
that
see,
be muted?
sometimes it like just stops and then it gets like normal volume.
It's okay. We've gone 2 sessions. Let's just do 2 more.
All right. Our poor stream people.
How many people are sitting here watching 4 hours of this? We could title it 4 Girls and a Table. Oh, 4 girls and
I'm gonna
5
mute
mics.
Rachel. I don't even get that.
Mike, Michael, Mike.
Choice. It is in fact a choice.
That bothers me.
4 girls. No, I'm not having to stop.
Would you be able to just mute that channel?
The thing is, I've muted all the channels and it's still coming through. And the thing is, I'm not picking it up on the other thing, which is the weird part, like our audio only channel. So it must be a setting that I messed up at some point. Because Alex said he didn't hear it, and
He can hear it?
he can't know. Well, I have the slider bar. I'm not sure what that's about.
You should probably put it in the middle just in case.
I don't know. I wish I could test, but
Yeah, we might have to just figure that
Yeah.
out after this.
all right.
That's fine. We'll make it work.
Well, it looks to seem a little bit better, whatever happened. That might be where it's maxing out or something. All right, back we go.
Sorry for that brief delay in our RotV session, guys. We are back and ready to roll.
She's got this. All right, so you've all made a bond. You guys can keep those because
Okay.
they're publicly known, and you're going to read them to the person. So, did you guys all phrase the bond as what you did for them or what you're going to try to do for them because of what you did?
I wrote
Why there is a bond.
why there is a bond, why I owe this person.
Okay. Well, we can still use that. So every time you play to that motivation, you can have an experience point. By the way, I'm going to give you all 1 experience point for last session. And now we're going to do history and highlighted stats.
Where's that
So,
go?
Improvement. Center, other side? Other side.
Did I do this wrong again? Yes.
Under improvement, what do I do?
So there are 3 bubbles experience.
Or 5 bubbles.
5 bubbles, sorry. So you mark the first one, and then every time you get an experience or improve, once you hit the 5th one, or is it once you?
Yeah, once you hit the 5th
Once
one.
you hit the 5th one, you get to pick one of these.
So those are your improvements.
So like you can get new moves, you can buff stats.
All right.
Oh, that's what that means.
What?
Cool. Sorry. For the angel, I get an angel kit, and at the bottom it says, it's got like a bubble you can fill in. It says you have a supplier, and I get that. That's like one of the improvements I can get. I was wondering why that was a bubble, which is super useful because that just means I get a stock every session.
All right.
Also, because we did the previous session, do we need to do the end of session stuff?
Let's see. What are the pieces and parts
it's like
of that?
gaining history with people.
Is that the only step in it? Because if so, I already gave you one that probably counts.
Yeah, it's just gaining history with people.
Yeah. So we're gonna set that up from scratch here.
Okay.
All right. And you all got 1 point for it anyway. So I gave you. So you get more than that. Usually you'd get just 1 point toward history instead of an entire experience point. But I covered any time you would have rolled your things. So now we're going to actually play by all the rules. All the rules are in. I mean, we did not play the rules before. But so now we're going to talk history, which is the most complex thing about building a character. You know, picking all your objects and things like that isn't as difficult. You can do that on your own mostly. History is the only thing you really need each other for. So what history is on your paper you have a bunch of questions. I'm going to pull from virtually nowhere some character sheets. Look it, I now have a character sheet. So, for example, on the quarantine specialist, it says, look at the other characters' names. Go around, or list the other characters' names. Go around again for history. On your turn, ask, which of you did I meet first when I emerged from stasis? Those, you add +1 for that character. And you're going to write -2 for everyone else. So for the quarantine specialist, that makes sense. Because he's been so out of touch with society and he's just emerged and there's one person he's got to know since. So that's his rules. Everybody has different rules. And sometimes your number with them does not match the number that you guys may have different numbers for each other. Because it's based on how well you know the other person.
Okay.
Who wants to start? And remember, this is from -3 to +3. Once you would hit 4, then you get an experience point instead, and you go back to 1 or -1.
So it says on my turn, ask 1, 2, or all 3.
Yeah.
So what would be the benefit of not asking all 3?
Well, it's probably for more players. You can, because there's probably an other rule, like
Okay.
ask these questions, and then everyone else gets +1.
Okay.
So you can choose however your character would feel, whatever questions you want to ask. So, John, do you want to start first?
Okay.
So, now that you've got to know each other and what you do and stuff like that, and have bonds.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have your history rules, or Rachel, do you want to start? It doesn't matter.
Okay. So which one of you once got me out of some serious shit? Quote, unquote.
Got you on some serious shit. Oh. That might fit.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Me.
Jonathan.
She makes people have weird names. You named our cat Miles, even though
Oh, I didn't like Kyle, so I named him Miles.
she just renamed our cat. It answered better to that than any other name we'd ever given Kyle.
Really? Miles.
Or Kyle. Well, he didn't really answer to much.
I
You
was
could
just
say
like-
whatever you
I
wanted
was
and
like,
probably
I
answer.
don't like Kyle. I prefer Miles.
All right. Which one of you has been with me for days on the road?
Me.
That worked out really
It
well.
worked out really well.
Wait, where are you getting this information from?
So under history, so she has different questions than what you do.
Okay.
And which one of you have I caught sometimes staring out at the horizon?
Well, you only have 2. You go through the questions until you have a value for each one of them.
Psych.
Okay, so do you have to go from top to bottom?
Yeah. Yours just says hers has priority of which questions are most important to her,
Okay.
and then else, you know.
Because I get to choose. but
Yeah.
I've got 2 that are good and 1 that's bad. And there's only 2 other characters.
So you can use whichever ones you
I
want.
can just have. It's like a part of me is like, well, that seems a bit silly to just. Pick
Most of the
top
time,
ones,
they'd be
but-
positive with your own group. I mean,
Right.
there could be one player that you don't get along with.
Beardy.
I'm sure he's
Okay.
watching this.
I hope. Brian.
No, I think he's backpacking, so probably not.
Okay.
When you see this.
I'll put a hashtag for Brian.
Hashtag
call him
Beardy.
out.
Beardy call out.
Okay, so my first question I'll ask: which one of you has been beside me all along and seen everything? Well, that doesn't make sense with my character then.
All right, then pick a different
Then
one.
I'll pick the other one. Okay, which one of you do I figure is doomed to self-destruction?
Me.
Yeah, you. Daddy issues selling your body?
I'm not selling my
You're
body.
supposed to say yourself.
Not volunteer
You're
other
not
people,
gonna
Rachel.
choose someone else unless they agree.
Sorry, not me.
Not me.
Jonathan. Let's be honest.
It's up to you. These are your
Your
personal
name
questions.
is Crimson Snow.
Doesn't it say which one do you think is which one of your
It
friends
says,
is?
which one of you do I figure is doomed to self-destruction?
Yeah, which one do you figure is?
Okay, so I get to.
Yeah, as the mama bear, which
As
one
the
do you
mama
think?
bear, which one is just going to go up in a burning flame? Who knows what?
And you're trying to prevent this.
And I'm trying to prevent.
Wait,
this.
what's Rachel's name again?
Casey?
With a X. I mean a K.
Yeah.
With an X, always with an X. Rachel, can you hand me one of the foods?
Doomed to self-destruction.
Well, I think it. Oh yeah, I can say.
Okay, I'll think about it. Okay, so the second one. Which one of you put a hand in when it mattered and helped me save a life?
Honestly, me.
Okay. You're doomed to self-destruction.
I think it's more Casey because she just went off on Marty and I'm calm and collected. So
Doesn't mean you can't
Actually-
self-destruct.
It's up to you. That's fine.
I'm
It's okay, I
sorry,
muted that.
Internet.
It's okay, I muted you because you bump into the mic all the time.
She's like,
Okay.
where are you going with my pretzel? Mama Bear wants her.
Okay.
You're gonna call her Mama Bear for
Mama
Bear
Bear.
to everything.
Okay. So then I've got something, but that's at the end. At the end after everyone's gone, or at the end of my thing. Highlight stats.
Oh yeah, we'll do that after.
At the okay.
John Zipu.
Rachel's turn.
Don.
Rachel? Rachel went.
Oh, John then?
Amanda calls me Rachel sometimes.
I met Rachel that time. I didn't know that Rachel
Sometimes when we're hanging out, she'll call me Rachel.
or anybody Alex or
She'll be like Rachel, and she'll be like Dawn.
yeah. It's like, you know, mom only.
It's like, Grandma, you're
insults.
losing your mind?
So it says that take your turn. List the other characters' names.
Okay.
Go around. Ask the other players which of their characters you can trust.
Okay. So you go around and each of us and say, "Can I trust you? Yes or no?"
Okay, can I?
Okay. So I don't know if that's a you decision or an us decision. It's probably a you decision.
Ask
based
the
on-
other characters which of their characters you can trust. So I have to ask you if I could trust you, and then I write the answer.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you can trust me.
Okay, cool. And then it says you are indifferent to what is safe and drawn to what is not.
Yeah.
So where do I put this stuff? HX1.
So HX goes in your HX box.
Okay.
So since you can trust us, you actually give us both a minus. Because you don't care about what's safe, you care about what's dangerous. So yes, you are definitely prone to self-destruction. Yep, totally prone to self-destruction.
HX minus?
Yeah, for both of us. So you're gonna have a tally with each of our names. Because at the end of session you're eventually going to get history with someone. So it's almost like with bartering, we just need to keep track of what history you have with people.
I keep wanting to say Catherine.
TC, bro. She hasn't been called that since she was a kid. A kid.
Kid.
What?
We're looking at you and judging you.
Okay. Okay, no highlight sets?
No. I feel like I should not eat on until breaks.
Yeah, they could probably hear you.
Well, I muted us. When me and Rachel eat, I muted us.
Got it.
Okay, I have some.
Alright, I'll mute Dawn then.
Just everyone
We'll
muted
take
but-
turns.
Okay. So should I go first with the highlight then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how this
So-
works is you're going to highlight the highest number, the person who you have the highest number with, or in ties, just pick one. And then you're going to, as the game master, I get to pick one of your stats.
Okay. So I asked that person which of my stats are most interesting.
Yep. So they're going to choose which ones you get experience points for.
Okay. So I've got the best history with you. So you get to of my stats, you get to choose which one is the most interesting.
Okay. You're the mama bear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sharp. Because you got that mom instinct that's like, you shouldn't hang out with Kathy. She's mean.
That's how Rachel. That's how Rachel thinks of mothers. She's like, they don't let me hang out with my friends.
So what does that do? The highlight stats stuff.
So that's the only way you get an experience point. Well, that's one of the two ways. Maxing out or max-mining your history with someone is one way. I created the bonds because, you know,
Some sort of tie. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
and then when you use your highlighted stat, every time you use your highlighted stat, you get to get another experience point.
This is gonna work out very well.
Yeah. And I get to pick your other one. So for Mama Bear, I'm going to go with cool for your other one.
Okay.
I'm supposed to do it rather fairly. And I think sharp is your main stat, so you already have that one.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Next person.
Dawn, do you want to go now that you're done eating?
Sure. Okay, so ask that player which of your stats is most interesting and highlight it.
So they both have a negative one for you.
Yeah.
So just pick whoever you want to pick your highlighted stat.
Mama bear.
Yeah, I'll pick
All right.
Mama Bear.
So Alyssa, pick a stat for her.
So I'm just supposed to pick one that's interesting.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with cool. So, dot there.
For Dawn, we'll give you hot.
Cool and hot.
So wait, how I
Cool-headed.
do?
Yep.
Oh, wait, I
Cool
put
head and a
hard.
hot bod. I'm not on, am I?
Yes, you are now.
Cool head and a hot bod.
Now you repeat it. Just
Cool head and
I'm gonna mute you next.
Rachel's turn. So, Mom, you've got.
I wish she did not Mama. She just calls you Mom.
Mama, you're next.
Mama.
Mama. What do you like about me, Mama? What do you think is totally cool? Or whatever your kids said back in the day. Totally
Interesting.
radical.
Interesting for you.
I would say no.
I'm gonna go with cool again. I'll go with cool again.
And I'll give you sharp. All right. I don't know.
Let the dice roll.
Why'd you pick hot for me?
'Cause you hot, bae.
You're supposed to be
You're
the
a
hot
metalhead.
character. I'm trying to encourage you to use the stat that I want you to use.
The thing
I wanna
between
be
your
sharp.
legs. Well,
Or
you
weird.
can't be beautiful and smart. Then you're me.
It's not necessarily smart is actually weird if you're gonna go like genius level, but more like skilled.
You can't be as talented and beautiful as me.
As me? Where? Oh, me.
Marty.
Oh,
Marty.
As Marty, you can't be as
You
cool
want-
and beautiful as
You're
Marty.
gonna want to write them on the other side.
So cool is like plus. What do I do?
So it gives you numbers here. So
Yeah.
it's like cool 3. So you're gonna want to write 3 for cool in the big box.
3. And then hard is 0. So I do 0.
What?
Nothing.
Maybe I should
Hot-
have picked a different stat for the.
Hot is 1.
What do you
They'll
find
change it
interesting?
every while.
Oh, okay, cool.
What?
What?
Oh, I have sharp and I have -1 for weird.
Yeah, we all have -1 for weird. It's gonna be not weird.
We gonna be dumb. We raising the
That's
Hills
already has
of-
that covered.